Okay, we're back in Final Fantasy 16 with the final DLC and I guess the end of the game because they're not doing any more as far as I'm aware. So it's time to see what it's all about. As far as I understand, it's Leviathan related. But let's see what goodies we get. I assume this save file is from after we finish the last DLC. Is there any new soundtracks in here? It's not normally what the icon next to it means. So it's been a while since I played this, obviously. So that's the trouble with these DLCs. Like, by the time you're ready to play them again, you fucking forgot how to play. What's this one? Is this a new one? Oh, no, it's the Sound of Silence. Right, there's nothing. Yeah, I remember that one. Just turns the fucking thing off. Any song we want to put on while we're roaming around? I don't remember what any of these are. We'll just put that one back on. It's fine. I'm sure there's a new one in there somewhere, but... Was there any new weapons? Don't think we want to use the Buster Sword again, do we? I think we've seen enough of that. For a while. Appearance. No new outfits this time. We'll stick with this one because it's new. Weapons. There we go. Fallen Enforcer. Shadowy details of its make and provenance aside, attempt to explain why a blade is so apparently blunt, might be able to slice through hardened steel like a brand through butter. Would be like trying to explain why birds can fly or the sky is blue. I'm sure that's pretty easy to explain, but sure. An endeavour, maybe not for these guys, an endeavour best left for brands and book rights. We're using the new sword. Ice brand, is that a new one? I don't remember that one. That's the ultimate weapon, which I never really used. Let's check this one out. Sure. I guess so.
Clive.
Do you have new stuff or...
Go on then.
God, I don't remember how to play any of this.
Is that all?
Okay, so it said that we can access the DLC from our room, I think. Ideally, it depends on what it makes us do, but I could ideally go in with just to some random area and testing out or re-remembering how to play this game. Unmarked. Sid, I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest dispute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale of Northreach and inquire with one Leia. She will surely see you satisfied. I bet she will.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crashing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Quest accepted. The Rising Tide. Chasing the Tides. Quest destinations for Rising Tides are indicated with a icon. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. Prioritizing the tides. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on the Journal tab of the main menu. Okay. Is our whatever she is got anything to say about it?
Again?
Doing back again. It's been a while. Can't imagine she's got anything new.
Today?
God, I don't remember how any of this works.
I have the details here.
Inner Voice. An all-new feature is now accessible by pressing the touchpad while viewing the grand cast in Vivian's map room. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character with the touchpad to hear the innermost thoughts of other members of the cast. Meeting the Echoes. Characters appearing in the Echoes of the Fallen have been added to the grand cast, and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian in a hideaway to learn more. Meeting the Tides. Characters appearing in the Rise of the Tide has been added to the grand cast, and the timeline has been updated. Speak to Vivian. Okay. I don't remember. This is just everyone that's in the game, right? Inner Voice. We need to find this mother crystal fast. Is that what it was? I've never seen a crystal like it. Huh? Anyway.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Let's not get bogged down in that. That's Moogle. Nectar, how you been? Yeah, it's been a while. Still around as ever, huh? No new hunts for me? Wait, what's this? A hill to die on. Wait, these aren't new, are they? Did I just not do these yet on the save file, maybe? Because we finished the game and we did everything. But I also got back here on New Game Plus. I didn't want to do the DLC on New Game Plus. Just wanted to do it on the regular game. So, I don't know. Don't worry about it. We've probably done all those before. There's seemingly no new ones. Right, we're heading to Northreach. Maybe we can fight some trash along the way to remember how this frigging works. How do I leave? Do I just have to go down there? I forget if you have to do this each time. There's no quick way of moving about. You don't use the map, do you? Oops, just taking a picture with the PlayStation. Fantastic. I love that button.
What do you think that thing is?
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
How do I leave? So do you just use the world map? I don't bloody remember. Can you just fast travel with this? I guess so. Totally forgot how this works. So that's the main objective, which is obviously the end of the game. Northreach, travel.
To the Vale it is then.
Do you see anything you like?
I don't know, you keep showing you've got new stuff, but I don't know what it is. Is it that? Favor of Darkness. Increases heaven's clouds damage by 50%.
Come back again.
Yeah, that means a whole lot of nothing. Oh, can we pet Toggle? No, come here.
You were right, boy.
Good boy.
Got any more of those special...
Alright, let's go find something random, because I need to figure out how this all works. So we've got... How do I switch between... There we go. So I do that to get my meter up. Right. With that one. That's the beam one. Oh, it's circle for the other one, right? And then I hold to do Zentetsugun, or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. Okay, this one is like the dodge, because it can be, if you time it right, it freezes things. And then we've got wind up, just a punch. Okay, Will of Wisp, Will of Whites, whatever the fuck it's called, is just the AoE dot, I guess, that just kind of protects you and hits things while you're attacking, or they're attacking you. We've got Judgment Bolt and Diamond Dust, which these two are really good for getting stagger up. And then let's go fight something and just get a feel for it. Can I fight these? How about lock on? Okay, that gets the meter up to full. Oh yeah, I can flame my sword as well, but then we want to do this, and this will just murder everything. Okay. What are my other buttons? How did I lock? Oh, okay, that's lock on. Okay, sure. Thanks for the lock on, I guess. How do I do like the dodge? Was that the dodge? Because you could do like a OP dodge, right? You have to time it right, I think. Okay, we'll just get stuck in and figure it out on the fly. I remember a little bit, I guess.
I
hear the Duke's
We've
agreed
got
to let
more
us
pips
keep
than
our
the mouse
land.
got pats.
How do I sprint?
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
Is that a thing? Or is this my full sprint? I don't remember how this game works. It's been a while. That's the trouble when DLC comes out so sporadically across. Like,
Had enough talk. How about
it'd be better if you played it once all the DLC was out, I guess.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
You talking about the building or your undergarments?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
It's a bit weird. One's my brother, one's the girlfriend.
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically,
A location, north of town, on the shore of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
and that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
I always do.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts her in.
That armor looks positively stifling. The garrison may have kept the whites from the walls.
So I'm assuming we're going to discover like what that thing is down there then. Because that thing has always been there in the distance. And since we're heading towards it slightly, I guess it's going to be related. Can you climb everything? Oh yeah, your little jump. Don't remember how this game works. I played 7 remake, Crisis Core and Rebirth in the time between the last DLC and this one. Oh, you do sprint eventually. Is it just like a automatic thing? Guessing this is the place. So if there's a new dominant, does that mean we might get new abilities? Although I feel like if you do, by the time you get them, the DLC is going to be over.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but
So
who
maybe
awaits
not.
us inside?
Nobody.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
It's a trap.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to. The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
So it's got a new icon on there now. I don't think this thing was here last time, right? It looks a lot wider than it does in person. It looks like a... kind of looks like just like a crystal jutting out of the ground, but I guess it's more of a wave. I guess you can only see it from this side, so you can't really see how wide it is. Let's go.
Alright, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. but don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
No, I don't think anyone else does either. That's probably why they did it. It's a bit gloomy and miserable, isn't it?
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Couldn't anyone just stumble into this though? Random fishermen.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
As long as Torgal can get up there. He's good, but I don't think he's Red 13 good at climbing.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Okay, first thing we gotta do is check if there's anything down here. Nope. Okay. Blue skies.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
What we got? Random crafting materials that I'll probably never use. So what are these ruins then? Anything of note? Can we chocobo here? Wouldn't have thought so, but... Oh, we got some plant enemies. Time to see if we remember how to fight. Get them!
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
It's probably a slight overkill. Yeah, we've got a grab with the Garuda. Why dodge? What's the dodge button? Don't mind me, just having a nap.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
Puppies. Oh yeah, you can shoot. I forgot that was a thing. So that's the cold snap dodge, but you can just dodge with all one, right? This is the trouble. By the time I've mastered how to fight again, the DLC will be over.
From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
How do we know any of it's real, though? It's got to be part of the glamour, surely.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
I mean, there's a big bad that just plans on destroying the world, so that's probably not going to happen unless we, go deal with it. Sorry, but I need all the combat training I can get. Is it like a charge? A dash? Was that a certain ability? Can I look at... abilities... Yeah, that. Do I not have that equipped? I guess. Use. Oh, no, you can use these, right? Why are they locked? So evade is R1 at the moment enemy attacks. For counter attacks, square or triangle. Use X and square to swiftly close in. Okay, square and X, got that. Square and X. Square. Never use that one ever. R1 to recover. That's just X to kind of stay in the air. Triangle, yeah. Charge attacks. Oh yeah, you can kind of like combo sword then shoot, right? There we go, that's what I was thinking of.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
That's what I'm saying, how much of this is a glamour? Where are you going? Hides. You guys have got this one right. I'll be here all day waiting. Let's watch everybody else. What can she do then? She got some. Well, she's not the dominant, so she's not got like Leviathan abilities.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Does look a bit different from here, doesn't it? Like from a distance, it looked like it had like weird spiky things coming off. I guess they hadn't modelled it as well as they have now. And what's this thing? This is keeping him imprisoned, I guess. Whoever the dominant is. I can't imagine we're going to get Leviathan's stuff. Because, like you say, by the time... Surely it'd be like, fuck's sake, the last boss. And there's like no space for it on God's sake. Ability sets. Tired of having to manually adjust the icon ability sets each time you want to use different abilities? Did you know you can register up to 5 sets? Yeah. Not bothered at this point. I'm just going to assume everything I've got on is what I wanted. What I had on last time that worked, so... I ain't going to try and learn everything now. If I was playing the whole game again, maybe. Shit. You little shitbag. All thing about this ability is getting it off. And then hitting. Fuck you. Oh, I hate being put to sleep. It's so annoying.
Guess we're all ready.
I think I really want to get out of that. A part of me wants to switch to different party members, Final Fantasy 7 style. We are quite fucking finished. I wasted all my potions as well. I should have maybe stocked up on potions before we left.
Just press on.
I'm sure there'll be a vendor, right? You bastard, stop fucking moving. Sent him flying. Sorry, I don't mean to bully all the wildlife, but...
could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
I mean, again, I feel like anyone could just wander in here. On a boat. Is there something that stops them going through that glamour wall, or what? What's down here? I'll assume I'm going that way later.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
You guys need a password for your secret village? Who else is going to be here?
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now. back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Let's go for a wander then. These are just like fast travel things, right?
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Hello. Shall we head over here? Seems to be like there's more over here. Any vendors?
That one's got a black cape. Do you think he's the leader? How long do you think this bridge has been
I don't know, is there a lot to really see other than just taking in the scenery? No vendors? Maybe they'll open up.
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right.
You look like a blacksmith.
It's wrong.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who? The Hound? Or his master?
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately, but instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Deal obtained. You accept the...
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Yeah, where's the shop?
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there.
Oh,
we will have
thanks.
to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Side quests?
Sid! You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Sounds suspicious, but sure.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
What's with all the flower picking in Final Fantasies nowadays? We did it with Aerith multiple times. Now we're doing it in this one. And why do I need to take the flowers from there to there? Sounds very dodgy.
I'm not arguing. The child must be...
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah, Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavart may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we need to get 2 lots, don't we?
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some elders' blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have 1, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Quick complete. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination. You see a prompt in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Hold down the star button to immediately travel to the NPC, eagerly awaiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory, and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings.
Time to visit Pavart.
Sure. See, there's been some quality of life updates. It said something when I loaded up the game as well about stuff from the systems menu, I think. Like new stuff you could maybe get. Is it this? Oh, here we go, yeah. Through the maelstrom. Well, now I can't listen to it because I'm all the way back here. Take up the... So this is a new sword. So is this one not a new sword? I don't remember it, but maybe it was. Yeah, I should have done this first. I kind of forgot. Can I... How do I do the map? Can I go back to... Do I have to do this from... the base? Okay, we can go back. Okay, let's just go equip this sword. I don't know if I can do it while I'm out here. Plus, we'll listen to the music tracks, because I should have done this at the beginning. Forgot I had to unlock them through the menu or whatever. Oh, this is in 14. Isn't it? Yeah. So this one might be as well. Yeah, this is literally the Leviathan theme. You fight him in 14. Kind of annoys me that I've still got some songs here I've not unlocked. I don't know if that's just because of the old save file or did I just never find them all. Do I have to equip that sword as well? Or is it going to be better than what I've got equipped? Okay, well, 'cause we got the ultimate weapon on, right? Yeah, it's not better. So we'll just put the appearance on. They said something about like a battle arena or something or other, so maybe that's what this is once we finish the game. think you have to do that in like New Game Plus though. No new armors, is there? It's just the weapon. Kind of looks like a weapon from 14 as well. Taking up, I guess maybe because 14's just had a crossover with this game, so maybe this is what it is. That's why this stuff's in it. Taking up this expertly crafted blade in one's hand invokes strange yet familiar images of burdens both borne and overcome. Katana. Kind of looks like a paladin sword from 14. But like a bigger one, because they have one-handed and shield. Sure, we'll take this then. Well, that guy can really pull off some great music with that little instrument he's got there. Is he singing too? Okay, well, you ruined it now. I'd like to think that you were playing the Leviathan song. Now my phone won't shut up. Why does it only ever go off when I'm recording? Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
I've got to walk back to the bloody quest giver anyway.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Probably not his wife, is what my guess was.
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. A reminder's where we come from, like.
As modes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Oh well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Praise Yevon. It's the thought that counts. Reflection of Earth. Titanic block enhances Titanic icon's feet. Titanic block, making it capable to block attacks from behind while restoring a small amount of the HP regained. We don't really use that one though. Have a foundry now available. Is he going to have anything for us to really worth crafting though? Can't see him making a better weapon for us. Maybe a bit of equipment. So we've already got the ultimate weapon. Is there really anything better than that?
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Rune blade plus 4. See, I don't remember what we already had. I think we've had all of this right. Not seeing any stat increases.
A good tide to you.
Yeah, I didn't think there'd really be much. Okay, what's next?
Where in the... Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that would fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once you heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, you should have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Okay, shall we go do that then? Get the side stuff done.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
Because I'm sure she's being attacked by something or other. That's generally how these quests go.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, You can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Guessing this is our item vendor, is it?
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they're made for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as travelling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
See what you got. Could do with some potions, I think.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted? This is all we have.
See, this is something better. Yeah, I was going to say, I have plenty of money, right?
Here you are. Well, if you're sure you need it.
There you go, some new music.
Here you are.
Potions.
May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it. Here you are. I'll be here.
I don't remember how any of this works. Can I upgrade any of that stuff I just got?
Yes?
No.
Till next time, then.
I've kind of instantly forgot what it was even called. It's already +3.
Yes?
Does that even appear on this list?
A good tide to you.
Okay. Let's move on, shall we?
How long?
Just realised that I'm on icon ability set 2. I don't want to be on that. Just keep with the one we had.
Suddenly, there were curs everywhere.
There's no more quests here, right?
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Manda, I'm in a hurry.
Off to the surge, are you? Well, just you stay close to the tributary. We don't want you getting lost in the forest.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Oh yeah, you can get Torgo to do stuff. We're gonna fight all these little plant things. Now, do we go off the beaten path or do we stick to it? Chill out. Don't fall asleep now, it's dead.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
I was gonna say, yeah, surely Leviathan's responsible for this. But what's this way? Looks like somewhere we might fight a big enemy, maybe? This looks like one of the shrines in Rebirth. Where you have to activate the summons or whatever. I'm sure this will come up later. Another path? Do we have a map of this? Quite a few little areas, huh? The Dark Gate, Swift Run River. These are all blocked off at the minute, so should we not bother wasting our time going down there? Stay on track, I guess. Spiders? Gross. What we got here? Tombury? Oh, they look weird.
Just consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives.
I'm used to them looking very cute, but not so much. The weird little fish people. Keep it away from me. These things are known for just one-shotting you. Keep still, keep still. Build this bar up so we can just wipe out groups. Sorry about this. Beautiful. Gross. Not little cute boys anymore. Is it worth searching down these for now, or should we just leave it?
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
I feel like you could probably smell it from where you were. Like, you're not that far away. It's like a 5-minute walk.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
So very pretty. Is that an adamantoise? I forget what we've seen before in this game already. We fought one of these? Not called adamantoise, but... Straight in the face! I feel like we have fought something similar, right? Yeah, 'cause he spins. Of course, he spins right out of my ability. Oh, no, I didn't get him. Thought that was the perfect freeze. But... See how he likes this? Die. Oh, nope, doesn't give a shit. We got him. Fuck him up. He's still staggered. Build this bar back up. Sorry.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
I don't feel like we need to be fighting everything. So that Adamantoise thing there. Where does this even connect to? There's quite a few little areas. I get the feeling this DLC is a bit bigger than the last one. Or the temple thing there, look.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, but Odin kicked your ass.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Dwalius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
That's one scary ass fucking wave. The size of it.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
Makes me think of the area in 13, is it? The whole lake is like ice. Because it's frozen or whatever.
There. Up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Maybe we are getting his powers then. I'm all for it.
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Do we want to maybe get away from this huge fucking wave? Those that can.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Nothing's ever simple.
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Can I equip these new abilities, or...? The power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Tuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Cross Swell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Ability details are found in the abilities tab of the main menu. Leviathan's feat. Leviathan's iconic feat, Serpent's Cry, can be used to summon to Clive's off arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distance. I get a gun arm, basically. Press square in... I mean, we already have a gun arm, technically. We're just casting the spells, but press square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent. Multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water, a tidal stream. Enemies situated just outside melee range. So let me just get that into my head then. So pressing square in this state will unleash tidal torrent. And triangle, powerful blast of jet of water. Tidal gauge. Using these abilities will deplete your tidal gauge. Okay. Becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time. That can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill. Is that like a Gears of War reload? As well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. The tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge, which I've yet to do. While using Serpent's Cry, press R1 again while dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling by pressing square. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to have to learn by doing, I think. Only Leviathan's abilities are available during this battle. Okay. So this is my...
Formidable adversary, nonetheless.
So this is the gun arm, then I can... charge. Fuck. The hell was that? Oh, I see. That's the refill thing, right? Okay, that's like the dodge then. That's the triangle move. So we've also got cross swell and deluge. Oh, I see. Oh, it's all kind of ranged based stuff. Yeah. I'm getting my ass kicked trying to learn this. Gotta do it in that ring.
Oh, look. It has friends.
I'll be quick with that. Rip. Wasn't paying attention. Too busy trying to figure out these abilities.
Leviathan.
No, just an exit, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Is that even within range of that?
Friends.
Nice. Shit. Troopers are trying to see what I'm fucking doing here. Got time for healing as well. So quick.
Find how.
Can't tell if that's actually hitting. Is that within range? There we go. I mean, it's definitely good for ranged options. I don't know, I'm kind of used to melee at this point. So I don't know how often we'll use it, but I feel like we should use it for at least this DLC. It's the only chance we're going to get. Which one could I use while rolling? How do I switch targets? I like the dodge. I like that a lot. Reload! Oh, I thought I was fucking dead then.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.